This is why Bitcoin will shock the world. Most people only see Bitcoin from one angle. They see the charts, they see the price, they see extreme ups and downs, and from that, they conclude that Bitcoin is nothing more than speculation. But that conclusion doesn't exist because Bitcoin lacks value. It exists because most people have never looked at the bigger picture. Bitcoin was not created to be a short-term trend. It was not designed to satisfy quick emotions or instant gratification. Bitcoin was created to challenge how the world understands money, power, and trust. And when the world truly understands that, Bitcoin will not simply surprise people, it will shake the foundations of the global financial system. For hundreds of years, money has always been controlled by someone. Empires, governments, banks, institutions. We were taught to believe this system is stable, that our savings are safe, that value will always be protected. But history tells a different story. Currencies collapse, inflation destroys purchasing power, financial crises repeat themselves again and again. And every time a crisis happens, ordinary people pay the highest price. Bitcoin was born not from elite boardrooms, but from a crisis of trust. It introduced a simple yet radical idea. What if money didn't need a central authority at all? Bitcoin introduced something the world had never seen before: a financial system without a center, without a leader, without permission. In a world built on control, this idea sounded impossible. Yet Bitcoin proved it could work. Not for 1 year, not for 2 years, but for more than a decade. Uninterrupted. Every 10 minutes, a new block is created. Transactions are verified. The system keeps moving. No trust in humans required. No promises from institutions needed. What truly shocks the world about Bitcoin is its absolute scarcity. In a world where money can be printed endlessly, Bitcoin chose a hard limit: 21 million. No more, no less. This rule is not political, it is not economic policy, it is code. And code does not negotiate. Scarcity turns Bitcoin into more than just currency. It turns it into a new standard of value. And when people begin to understand what true scarcity means in an inflationary world, their relationship with money changes forever. Many people ask, if Bitcoin is so powerful, why is it so volatile? The answer is simple: because the world is still discovering what it is. Volatility is not failure. Volatility is the price of innovation. Every world-changing technology went through this phase. The internet was once dismissed as a toy. Electricity was considered dangerous. Cars were seen as impractical. Bitcoin is in that same phase today. And just like those technologies, as understanding grows, volatility slowly fades. Bitcoin also shocks the world through its resilience. It has been attacked, banned, mocked, declared dead, over and over again. Yet it never stopped. Governments fall, companies collapse, banks shut down. Bitcoin keeps running because there is no single point of failure, no switch to turn it off. It is alive because millions of individuals around the world choose to run it, protect it, and believe in it. Systems like this are incredibly difficult to destroy. One of Bitcoin's greatest impacts has nothing to do with price. It has everything to do with awareness. Bitcoin teaches people that true ownership is possible, that individuals can control their wealth without relying on banks or intermediaries. This is a paradigm shift. Money in a bank is not fully yours. It can be restricted, frozen, monitored. Bitcoin removes that dependency. And for billions of people living under unstable financial systems, Bitcoin is not speculation. Bitcoin is survival. Bitcoin also shocks the world because it doesn't care who you are. It doesn't care about your status, your nationality, your background. The rules are the same for everyone. This level of financial equality has never existed before. And over time, equality at this scale creates consequences far greater than technology alone. There is a reason Bitcoin is often misunderstood. Bitcoin forces people to think. It forces uncomfortable questions. What is money? What is value? Who should control the system? Not everyone is ready for those questions. Because when you question money, you question power. The real shock will not be a price milestone. It will not be a headline. The real shock will come when the world realizes Bitcoin cannot be stopped. That it does not require trust, because it was designed to eliminate the need for it. That it does not need permission, because it is open by nature. That it does not rely on promises, because it runs on transparent, unchangeable rules. Bitcoin is not perfect. It does not promise instant wealth. It does not remove risk, but it offers something far more valuable. Choice. The choice to exit fragile systems. The choice to own value directly. The choice to participate in something bigger than any individual or institution. And it is this choice that ultimately changes the world. As more people realize that money can be neutral, censorship-resistant, and immune to manipulation, the question is no longer whether Bitcoin will survive. The question is how deep its impact will go. So when someone says Bitcoin is just a bubble, remember this: bubbles don't last over a decade. Bubbles don't build global networks. Bubbles don't change how humanity thinks about money. Bitcoin does all three, and that is why Bitcoin will shock the world. Not because of price, not because of hype, but because it changes the foundation of what we once believed was normal. If you've made it to the end of this video, it means you're not just chasing numbers, but understanding. And understanding is the most valuable asset in crypto. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe for long-term crypto insights, and keep questioning, because real change never arrives loudly. It arrives slowly, consistently, and inevitably. Bitcoin is not just technology. Bitcoin is a historical shift,